All right, let's talk about Lamar Jackson, who made some great plays in this game. He also made some really bad ones. We saw the playoff Lamar in a derogatory sense in this game, but we also saw him have one of his best drives of his career ultimately still not work out, and they get the loss. So let's talk about it. Did he play poorly in this game? Was it his fault? Did he play well in this game and the team let him down, or was it a little bit of both? Let's get into it. Let's start off with this play. We saw this great opening drive from the Baltimore Ravens where it's going to be a play action where Lamar is going to then roll out more towards the bottom of the screen. It's zone coverage that the Bills are in. Watch as when Lamar takes the snap, players move in to be, again, not just to play action, but also with the rollout, you got to be aware of a Lamar Jackson scramble. So down the field, really, I would say the safety and defense and the cornerback here have to be a little better at covering Isaiah Likely, who, again, he's a tight end, so it's the issue of having tight ends who can run like receivers, gets to his spot quickly. Lamar makes this throw, and they're able to pick up a huge completion there on a 2nd down and 10. So that was a really key play on this opening drive. That was not the only key play. You had this one where it's going to be a 3rd down and 3 situation. So, okay, you need your quarterback to make a play on 3rd and 3, right? You have Rashad Bateman running a route that's initially just going to try and get into a gap in coverage kind of right around there. But as the play breaks down, he's actually going to change the route. You see Lamar Jackson takes a snap. This play is going to go on for a bit, and because of that, Bateman then realizes there's a window over the middle, so this is just an adjustment on the fly. He gets over there, but credit to Lamar for noticing this as well. He makes a good throw. Again, it was open at that point, but really I think the strength was hanging in the pocket, not forcing anything, waiting for something to get open, and then once something did get open, getting the ball there quickly. Really good play by Rashad Bateman, and you're able to pick up a big completion or big touchdown that way. So, okay, great start. Well, it would not remain great. Let's go over here, this interception, which is a really ugly-looking interception. Usually ugly-looking interceptions mean miscommunications. I do think that's what happened here, where you have, it's once again Rashad Bateman in a one-on-one matchup on the outside. Hey, he's pretty good at this. We like this, our odds right here. Why not throw one up to him on a 2nd down and 11? You see Lamar Jackson's going to take the snap. There's some pressure, so he has to throw it a little bit earlier than he would want to. But what also happens is Bateman cuts earlier than Lamar Jackson's expecting. Lamar's expecting him to kind of straighten out that route. Bateman cuts a little bit earlier, and Tony Romo brought this up on a broadcast, but part of that is because of the pressure. You have to get rid of it earlier than you want. You can't fully read the play. Still, though, just looking at it from what we can see, I think Bateman had the right idea. He needed to be he needed to be where he was. This is a mistake from Lamar Jackson. It's not just a missed throw. It's I think the wrong read on the play. Because of this, it ends up being an all too easy interception for the Buffalo Bills. So, yeah, not an ideal turnover there. That would be the first. It would not be the last. Then this one, which was really a killer because they're in field goal range, having a really nice drive. It's 2nd down and 10. So, you're feeling good about yourself. Even after the interception, you've kind of, the defense held. You've kind of, settled down here. So first, there's going to be a bit of a botched snap. It's just a bit off, but with the conditions, it's enough for Lamar to kind of have trouble handling it. You see that he's going down, and for the life of me, I don't get why he doesn't just go down here. That's what he should be doing. Instead, he kind of just drops the football. It wasn't a hit or anything. He just lost it. You gotta be protecting that better. And because he lost it, it could have been a touchdown. Justice Hill did a good job at running down Von Miller, but still, it's a bad play from Lamar Jackson. And then you have this situation. So it's gonna be. And I'll pause it right here to talk about it. So you're down 14-7, but that's okay. Let's get into the end zone right here. Let's tie things up, and then, okay, at least, we're kind of at neutral. The Bills get the ball to start the second half, so not exactly, but you get the idea. You're going to see Lamar's going to make a great throw here. You get Rashad Bateman open. They're inside the 5, so now we have this 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Okay, you would have loved to score on that play, but whatever. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. You have Derrick Henry, but you see Buffalo and how much they're selling out to stop the run on this play. And what we saw a lot of times, and what we're going to see here, is that when they sold out to stop the run, they succeeded, which sometimes you can't do that, even when you sell out to stop the run against the Ravens. Here, though, that succeeds. So now 2nd and goal, they actually lost a yard on the play. They say, okay, well, that didn't work. Let's maybe try something different. So they decide to go for play action, and oh no, this does not work either. You're going to see right here, Lamar Jackson ends up getting sacked on that play. So now you're in really not what you want to have happen here. 3rd down and goal at the 8. So what do you do here? You got to throw for it. And as you see, Lamar Jackson is going to, he does what he can, but this actually was dangerous. Could have been intercepted. Ends up being incomplete. Just not what they wanted to have happen there. And you're settling for 3. It's a missed opportunity by this Ravens team. So now let's go over to here. Ravens got a field goal drive, but they need more than this. They're down 8 points. Feels like they really need a drive right here late in the third. And it was going to be the ground game that really gave it to them. And part of the ground game always is Lamar Jackson, even when he doesn't have the ball and all he's doing is handing the ball off. This is an example where you see the edge rusher for the Bills. Watch as when Lamar hands off, he's kind of fakes that he's going up. The edge rusher stays with Lamar for a little bit. That allows Justice Hill to, do some good stuff. I got to credit the Hill as well. And also, of course, the blocking. Just great stuff. And this is the thing of you run block all game. Late in the third and then in the fourth quarter, it becomes a lot tougher to stop the run. That's why you stick with it, right? So that was a big one. And then, of course, we got to talk about King Henry. We have to talk about Derrick Henry here, who, had some good ones as well. This one isn't even, I've said in previous videos, feels like every time I show a good Derrick Henry run, I give credit to Lamar. And every time I show a good Lamar run, I give credit to Derrick Henry. But here, this is just a straight up handoff. As you see, Lamar gives the ball to Henry, but well blocked. But also, you see that move, how Henry kind of faked as though he was going more towards the bottom of the screen. Now is going to cut back over to towards the middle. Again, he's essentially reading where the safeties are and already trying to make them miss. He's seeing seeing that far down the field, and that's why he's going to be a Hall of Famer someday, right? It's truly impressive stuff, and they were able to get into the end zone. Unfortunately for them, we're not able to score the game-tying 2-point conversion, though, however. Now, Lamar Jackson was legitimately great in this final drive. I mean, you saw this third down conversion to Justice Hill, this one where he flipped it back after scrambling, was able to make a nice throw down the field. This one, which was a pass to Mark Andrews, which Mark Andrews caught. And then you also had the touchdown, which was a great play. Now, again, the Bills would have had time left had they gotten a stop. But again, this could have been a potential, really a legacy drive. I mean, so close. Mark Andrews can't quite make the grab. I mean, the commentators were almost saying like, "Oh, was it a little low?" I mean, that's a drop. That's just a drop. That's what it is. I thought Lamar did some really nice stuff there. So it's unfortunate, but at the same time, like, you can't get yourself in these situations. And this is kind of twice now, where last year against the Chiefs, they got themselves in this situation. I thought they played better, but then fumbled at the goal line, right? With the Zay Flowers thing. This game, kind of a similar thing. You can look at it and say, man, we were so close, but at the same time, they didn't have to be so close. They could have won by 2 scores had they protected the football better. Can't help but feel bad for Mark Andrews. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on Lamar Jackson and how I thought he played. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.